Yo, what's up, people? Sorry I'm late. Apparently, um, power outages suck for computer equipment. Who knew? You guys are in the Cleveland, Ohio area, Ohio anywhere. Hopefully, y'all being safe and hopefully, y'all got power. Uh, I had a nice little video and stuff set up, but it's apparently nothing is taken for whatever reason. So I had to do without it. But you know me, I keep my favorite one around. As long as I got that one, I feel like I can make it through any show. uh, what is happening? Um, so I'm gonna keep trying to upload this video in the background while we go ahead and continue with the show talking politics. Um, I am trying to see. All right, so the video was in regards to, for those of you that don't know, literally, I mean, about an hour ago, maybe an hour and a half now, Donald Trump had a. Can y'all hear me good? I listened to the replay from Sunday and it was kind of low. The microphone sound was kind of low, so hopefully y'all can hear me. Um, Donald Trump just came on and talked for about 45 minutes. I don't know if it was live or if it was like a Facebook video that he put up or whatever. It was edited, so I'm sure it wasn't live. It was a bunch of um, camera cuts and stuff, which is more the same, more what you guys already heard in regards to voter fraud, um, uh, you know, hidden people, uh, um, people hearing stuff, people seeing people come in the middle of the night and drop off truckloads of ballots and stuff. They got Joe Biden. Most of it had Joe Biden's um, votes for Joe Biden on it. Um, all the same nonsense you guys been hearing for the past, since November 3rd, since November 4th. Erica, what's going on? You didn't miss nothing. I didn't play nothing. The thing didn't. I don't know. I'm having trouble. I had power outages the last 2 days, so I mean the fact that I'm able to even do a show right now is kind of great. Um, oh, it might have just popped up. So I'll get it playing in a second. Like I said, I'll let it do its thing in the background. Um, oh, if you say you missed Sunday show, you should go check it out. It's not super long, maybe an hour. We didn't go super long, but there's some good stuff in there. Um, and I'm glad to hear that you hanging in there for sure. Um, yeah, so the Trump speech was just more the same. Um, it was more of him having lack of evidence in regards to this big voter fraud, nothing but hearsay, you know, like nothing except for this person said they seen this, or this person said that they heard this, and that's it. Like that's literally the start and the end of all of his claims. Um, when yesterday his William Barr, which is his uh, the top attorney general in the country, Like he's a prosecutor, he's a lawyer. That's what his job is to prosecute criminals. He came out and said that they found nothing. There was no evidence of widespread fraud that would turn any election results. And that's his guy. Like that's Trump's guy. So if even Trump's guy is saying this, then what do you expect? So not only so that's just the latest person. So not only a bunch of prominent Republicans have come out and said the same thing. Um, uh, he fired somebody last week for saying that for saying that they found no fraud, no evidence of fraud. Um, and all of a sudden it's just every time it's Donald Trump we're talking about. So I don't even feel like I'm surprised. You guys are surprised, but it's every time somebody disagrees with him, then it's just more of the same of this person has been turned or he works for the other side now. Um, One of his lawyers, one of his Trump's attorneys, so he's going to different counties because of course he can't afford to sue whole states, or I'm sorry, to pay for whole states to do vote recounts. So all he can do is pay a couple 100,000 or whatever for counties or cities to do recounts. So at the time they're doing these recounts, they also having like press conferences. So one of his attorneys said that it was a conspiracy to make Donald Trump lose that was brought on by like I'm gonna miss some of the people, but it was like it was ridiculous. It was like China, Joe Biden, um, the Republican governor of Georgia, um, Hugo Chavez, which is like the leader of Costa Rica, I think, and he died in like 2011 or something, like 2010. Like he died like over a decade ago. But it's all a conspiracy of all these people to make Donald Trump lose. Like maybe she didn't think that the dude was dead. Maybe she don't. Maybe he dead, but she don't believe he dead. Like maybe she think he Tupac or something. You know what I'm saying? Where clearly he's dead, but people don't think he's dead. I guess. Like I don't know. I don't understand. But that's really what she. That was her real statement. Was that a dead person, a dead leader of a foreign country who's been dead for 10 years, like not a guy that died last year. You know what I'm saying? Like a guy that died 10 years ago was in conspiracy for Donald Trump, who wasn't even a politician at the time. Like it was just the most ridiculous thing. Like every time it's just more and more ridiculousness. Ebony J said, "You back at you and Angela? Yeah, yeah, man. The power is out at my house the last couple of days, so got to get to the getaway place. Uh, I was just playing the piano right before the show, you know. um, but yeah, Andrew said it's a waste of money. It is a huge waste of money, but it's not his money. Over since the election, he has received, I want to say, 120. I want to say it's $1.2 million. I want to say like $1.2 million in donation from his fan base of people who has donated to his was supposed to be um, his court fund, like to help him. Allegedly, this money is supposed to be to help him go fight for the presidency in these different towns and stuff. If he wanted to do, like, I don't know how much it costs to do a recount in the state, but I know it's millions of dollars. If you wanted to if you felt like you won Georgia, or you felt like you won Michigan, or you felt like you won Wisconsin, and you wanted to go and put up your 1.2 plus some of your own money to have a statewide recount for Georgia, um, then that would make sense. That's the doings of somebody that's saying like, man, I really believe I won. I believe there's something going on. I want to recount. By you taking millions of dollars and spending hundreds of thousands to you know what I'm saying to to bother these small counties and stuff into doing a recount. Um, that's just somebody that knows it's the end, that knows their recourse is very limited, but also knows that at the end of this, I can pocket this money. Once he's out of, so now he's just saving face now, saving face so people keep donating money. And at the end, he'll just walk away with, $1 million or whatever extra money, um, that he didn't have before, like in donation money. Um, and you just said, imagine those funds went to something good. Yeah, but we're talking about Donald Trump. So what is like, what good is it going to go to? This is the guy that had his own charity that got shut down due to fraud. Just so happened when it got shut down due to fraud, which is something that you typically go to jail for, he was the president. So you don't go to jail. But yeah, going to something good, yeah, it sounds nice for sure. Um, and the killer part is the part that has to be the most demoralizing for this guy is in these little towns and states. I have to keep saying little towns because compared to the whole state, if it's the city of Detroit or the city of Cleveland or wherever, city of Atlanta, um, it's small in comparison to the entire state. But he'll pay for have a recount in some of these counties, and he'll end up losing by even more votes. I want to say it was a county in Arizona. He like paid for the recount, and then come to find out, Joe Biden, it was like 800 more votes for Joe Biden. Like, so he lost again. Like, this dude lost the election like 3 times in every state already. They just keep losing. Just giant, just a giant loser. Um, Let me see. All right, so it's finally up here. I'm gonna play a little bit of this video. It might be like a minute, maybe a minute and a half of his weirdo speech. Um, just type, anything you thinking or anything you want to highlight or talk about. Just put it in the comments as the video playing, and we can talk about it afterwards.
Thank you. This may be the most important speech I've ever made. I want to provide an update on our ongoing efforts to expose the tremendous voter fraud and irregularities which took place during the ridiculously long November 3rd elections. We used to have what was called Election Day. Now we have election days, weeks and months, and lots of bad things happened during this ridiculous period of time, especially when you have to prove almost nothing to exercise our greatest privilege, the right to vote. As president, in order to test the process, 9 voters in Clark County cast ballots with intentionally incorrect signatures, and 8 of the 9 ballots were accepted and counted. They said you could sign your name as Santa Claus, and it would be accepted. Last week, the Clark County Commission threw out the results of a local election after the registrar reported finding, quote, discrepancies that we can't explain. Also in Nevada, some voters were entered into a raffle for more than a dozen gift cards worth as much as $250 if they could prove they had voted. This took place on Indian reservations. One of the most significant indications of widespread fraud is the extraordinarily low rejection rates for mail-in ballots in many key states. These are the states that I had to win. In swing state after swing state, the number of ballots rejected has been dramatically lower than what would have been expected based on prior experience. That means years and years of voting. In Georgia, just 0.2%, that's substantially less than 1%, of mail-in ballots have been rejected. In other words, almost none have been rejected. They took everything.
They took everything, but they only took the stuff. They only took everything in the states that he needed to win. The very strategic, uh, very strategic plan of. So we're not going to do fraud in New York because we know you're going to lose New York or in California. But all these swing states, we're going to do the fraud there, and they're only. Oh, they got Republican governors. Doesn't matter. We'll get them on board too. It's just so crazy, man. I sat there and watched that. I didn't even finish it. I got that was at like the ending part of the video. You see, it was like a weird cut in there. So sorry. But the end, that where the video ended, that was at like the 39-minute mark of a 45-minute video. Like he just kept saying the same stuff. Like, man, this person found this thing, and people was giving out gift cards to prove that you voted. Like that's insane. Like who would believe that? And where's my gift card? Because I got a your voted sticker. I want a $250 gift card. I'm sure y'all will take to anywhere. I don't even care. It's a $250 gift card to I don't know to anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like sign me up. You know what I'm saying? But who's doing this stuff? Like is that what that's like I don't know. I've never been on the Indian reservation, but you telling me that Indian reservation that's what they're doing voter fraud for gift cards. That doesn't appear to line up with anything that I know about the Native American people. Um, yeah, I don't have any idea, man. Um, it's so crazy. Um, yeah, I don't get it, man. Election months, like it hasn't even been a month. It hasn't even been a month yet. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just over exaggerating everything, and they just keep. So, oh, sorry. So his proof, his proof today. Let's see, was him standing at that podium and then holding up signs like, "Yeah, if you look right here, if you look right here, I was winning up until 3 in the morning. Then you see a giant spike in votes. Like this was the truckload of votes. You know what I'm saying? They had a dump of votes. Like, and then I went from winning big to losing by a little. Like then you're like, that's Wisconsin. And you go grab another one. Like you see here I was winning up until about 6 in the morning. And there was a giant spike, and I went from winning big I went from winning big to a tight race. That's what he said. He just kept saying it. That was his evidence this time was graphs of when they counted votes, which is fine. But if you're, I just not gonna go back. But if or if you're in one of these states that you don't or can't count mail in ballots until that day, that election day. Well, yeah, chances are those are all going to come in at one time, which is that's why you're going to see a spike at whatever time in the morning that it comes in. Where all throughout the day you're going to be counting the votes as they come in from in-person voting, because your polls close at a certain time. Once you get all of those processed, then you can shut it down, and your extra resources can go towards counting the mail-in votes. Republicans keep saying, Donald Trump keeps saying that it's absurd to have this many number of mail-in uh, ballots. Like we're not in a pandemic. Like, I'm preaching to the choir. Like you guys already know. Like you guys are smart. You guys know why people mail in their ballot. You guys know why people didn't go vote in person. Like it's a pandemic. You know what I'm saying? So of course that numbers are going to be higher. It's exactly what everybody said was going to happen well before the election. You know what I'm saying? So um, I don't exactly know what they expect is going to happen. Doesn't make sense to me. Um, the dude lost. You know, he just lost, and he just refused to say that he lost. It's just as simple as that. I don't know why. I don't know why it's so tough. I feel like he's just saving face to keep getting money from his donors, and that's just going to be it. That's what I feel like it's going to be. Um, yeah, Erica, they did vote him out, and you know, uh, ego, just like Andrew said. That's what it come down to. And it wouldn't be so bad if you actually showed proof of anything. When he's been saying for 4 years, let's say 3.5 years, that his healthcare plan is on the way. The healthcare plan will be out in a couple of months. It'll be out in a couple of weeks. It'll be out the day before the election. but nothing, like nothing. Like, at least show us proof of something. Show us proof of anything, so we'll have some kind of a basis to believe in you. But you don't. Like, you never show anything. It's just all talk, just like it's been forever. I don't know. That's pretty much all I got. I got a little stimulus news. If y'all want to talk stimulus, um, you guys want to talk? I don't know why I'm asking you. I know y'all damn well want to talk stimulus. Um, so Sunday, let me see. Sunday, sorry, Saturday, Mitch McConnell, the leader of the Republican-led Senate, said that he wants to press hard for um, a stimulus bill to be passed before the holiday season. As soon as I heard it, I figured it was a step in a direction of we lost the presidency, but we can control the Senate by winning those two Senate seats in Georgia. If we, as the Senate, are spearheading the campaign that actually gets people more money and stuff, people will be more inclined in Georgia to vote for the Republican senators, and then we get to keep control of the Senate. Um, that's what I figured when I heard it. I mean, it's very close. The Democrats had a bill, like I keep saying before, that was submitted in May and still haven't made it to the floor of the Senate to be voted on, to approve or deny. Like, it's just been sitting there, but now all of a sudden he want to get something done. Does it kind of seem like he got the writing on the wall? Um, Democrats, as you know, I want to say is the eighth one they have submitted that haven't went anywhere. Democrats in the House of Representatives. But Saturday, a bipartisan group of Senate and Republican Senate and House of uh, senators, congressmen, senators and congressmen and women from the Senate and the House, bipartisan, the Republicans and Democrats. Sorry, these terms are tripping me up. They introduced a 90 billion. I want to confirm 908 billion uh, proposed plan, $908 billion plan, which at the time was not backed up by, it was not supported by the leaders in Congress on either side. But it was a bipartisan bill, which is usually a good sign. I mean, some people with level heads came together and tried to get something done. Um, as of today, though, um, the Senate Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer in the House, they backed those. They backed that stimulus plan. So assuming Mitch McConnell actually want to get stuff done, if he backs this plan, then you guys can expect a stimulus. Um, I would say sooner rather than later. Congress breaks for recess for like the rest of the year on the 11th. So, 10 days to get something done, 10 days for them to get something passed. Um, you got two of the three parts you need. You got Democratic leadership, you got a bipartisan bill, and you just need Republican leadership to sign on, and you guys will have some stimulus. Um, Look it up. It's a bunch of different, like, where the money goes. A bunch of money going back to like unemployment, so they can do the $300 per week thing that unemployment people was getting paid off of. Um, uh, for 4 months, just up to 4 months. Um, you get a good amount going towards small businesses and restaurants, bars, and stuff like that. Specifically, um, it's a decent breakdown. It's not perfect, of course. But as far as getting something done before the holiday season, I think they might try to push it through. Hopefully they do. Regina, thanks for joining us. Um, yeah, Angel, we're trying to get the stimulus together. More Pamper Chef for sure. Ebony J said you didn't know about the charity. You talking about Donald Trump and his charity been called fraud? Yeah, it's fraud. It's fake. Um, yeah, so I don't know. We'll see about the stimulus. I'll keep you guys posted as always. If anything breaks, but like I said, Congress is due. They're due for recess on the 11th of December, so hopefully we can get something done by then. If not, I'll tell you what I expect to happen. If this don't go through, which I'm a skeptic until it happen. Um, I'm thinking once Joe Biden take office, January 20th, uh, barring we win, Democrats win those two Senate seats in Georgia. By the time Joe Biden take office, um, whenever you file your taxes, your 2020 taxes, the stimulus will be a part of that. So when you file your taxes, you'll get you'll get your tax return plus a bonus is what I anticipate will happen. I just don't have any faith in them actually coming together on a deal, but they sounded like they was big in talks this weekend, so we'll kind of see what happens. But you know, your guess is as good as mine. But like I said, two out of the three parts that you need um, is already on board. So hopefully we can get something done by the time they go on recess. All right, man. So that's it for me. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate y'all. Regina, you came in late, but I appreciate you joining for sure. Ebony J, as always, Angel, Erica, you guys, and anybody else that joined that I didn't see name pop up, I appreciate y'all for joining me. I appreciate you guys for buying stuff. Black Friday, or Black Friday, Black Weekend, Small Business Saturday. I don't think Sunday have a name. Cyber Monday. All you guys that bought products and shirts and hoodies and stuff from us, we appreciate you guys tremendously. Um, I don't know, just thankful for the support as always. So we're working on getting that stuff out to you guys as soon as possible. Um, you know, feel free to go look around on the store. Those Black Friday deals has expired, but we always got some kind of a promo or something going on. So just be sure to check our social media pages for promo codes or whatever. Sunday we give codes out for discount codes. So just come join us as you guys already always do. Listen to the podcast. Check out and during the course of Ebony J and the fam, the whole Epiphany Media family. We appreciate everybody. Um, so with that, I'm gonna get out of here and I'm gonna have my fingers crossed for a week of stimulus. Um, I'll update you guys as soon as I see something or hear anything. Other than that, I'll see you guys Sunday. I appreciate you. I can't say it enough, so I'm just gonna keep saying it. Salute to the city as always. Um, I don't even think I'm gonna play the Trump video because it was a bunch of nonsense. I'm not even gonna play it to get out of here. So, like I said, y'all be safe. Looking forward to seeing y'all Sunday. And if you live in Ohio, I'm sorry about the snow. That's all I can say. All right, y'all. Be safe.